Hi and howdy everyone, I am Al, and today I will be talking about the drainage system. Everything that I say should not be taken as medical advice. It's just my personal research and my personal experience. And everything that I'm going to go over will be in my PDF that's dropping for parasites and parasite cleansing. So I'm going to refer to my laptop over here if you hear my puppy in the background playing with his toys. So please just ignore him. And let's get into it. So if you are looking into parasite cleansing, if you have done one, haven't had success with it, and you're like, well, what did I do wrong? This is one where you need to start. Two, this is probably where you went wrong. The drainage system, if you are not going to the bathroom a minimum of 2 times a day before you start cleansing, then do not start cleansing. I recommend people start, so say they want to do a cleanse, minimum of 2 weeks. And when I say 2 weeks, I don't mean like, oh, I dry brushed, today, and then I dry brushed 3 days later. No. We are actively getting our bowels ready, which means you need to start changing your diet, which means you need to start adding the fibrous foods in there, the fruit, all of the stuff to start moving everything out, getting the bowels moving, cutting out the meat, dairy, processed sugar, because what do we know about meat? It stays in the body for 24 to 72 hours. So your poop today is 3 days ago's breakfast, right? It's just a clogging diet. We don't need that kind of stuff. We don't need that negativity in our life. So if you are not pooping regularly for like many days, 2 times a day, then that's when you need to push off the cleanse and you need to continue on with opening those drainage pathways, such as your bowels, your skin, your lymph nodes. Okay, those are 3 big ones. So bowel movement 2 times a day. Sweating, we would like to get at least once a day. All right, and it doesn't have to be some serious 3-hour sweat. It just needs to be a good, 20-30 minute sweat. The longer you sweat, the more toxins you'll pull out. But as long as we're sweating, that is the best. And then your lymph nodes. So we're not the only thing that poops in our body. All of our cells poop, and they eliminate waste. And where does their waste go? It goes through our lymph nodes. And I keep pointing here because that's like where one of our lymph nodes are. We have lymph nodes everywhere, all over our body. Our biggest ones are in our armpits and in our hips. And if you think about it, that's where we're running, we're pumping, and every time we move, they get pumped and signaled to move. So things like jumping, I'll add a clip in of just jumping up and down a minimum of 15 minutes a day. People use trampoline, rebounders, or their own feet, just the ground in their feet. And that really stimulates it, and it also breaks up mucus, which is nice. Okay, so let me go into this. I wrote, note that when cleansing the body will find ways to release, and this is very true. If it needs to get rid of something in an emergency, it will come out through your skin. If your body feels like it has a toxic overload, it will just start pushing out through the skin. And now this is where a lot of skin issues come in. People get a lot of skin issues from parasites, and then also from parasite cleanses. One of my family members, when he did a parasite cleanse, a patch of shingles rash came out on his hip, where the most pain in his hip has been for years, and that's where it came out. Is that a coincidence? Absolutely not. The body is pushing out toxins, and that's where it came out. And it's whatever toxins are in the body. So he had the shingles virus in his body. The parasites in his body have been eating the shingles. They've been holding on to it. As soon as they felt under attack, they released it, and it came out through the skin. Okay? As I was going through my Lyme treatment and then parasite cleanses, I would have my holistic doctor test all of my sores on my face, and every time I would do a different cleanse, it was something different. So when I was doing Lyme, it was pure Lyme coming out. It was different co-infections for each one, but it would come out. And then it was Epstein-Barr virus. It was all kinds of different things. And then you could also test if it's parasitic, and it would be parasitic as well. Okay. Your skin is your largest elimination organ. So, for example, people that are allergic to food, it releases through their skin. If you've ever noticed that when people have an allergic reaction, it comes through their skin, hives or something like that. This is why because the body is trying to get rid of it as fast as it can. If you have eczema or anything going on with the skin, it will most likely flare before getting better on a parasite cleanse because, again, the toxins are already coming out of your body and it's showing on your skin. And then when you do a parasite cleanse and the parasites release all the toxins that they have to keep themselves alive because they want to make you sick, so you stop killing them, it comes through the skin even more and they'll get raised, inflamed, and things like that. For me personally, I never had acne, ever. It wasn't until I started treating Lyme that my face got all gross. I had bumps all in my hair, not bumps, sores, like legit just sores. And that was a good thing. It sucked and I felt super ugly, and I still get a little bumps and stuff like this. And on my face you can see I got some bumps. But that just means it's working. It means that I'm getting everything out, and that's okay. It's okay with me. Okay, yeah, so I wrote here, part of the way I know I'll be done cleansing is how my face looks. And that is fully true. If you've ever seen someone that is healed, their face is just glowing and radiant, but they generally went through a very cystic acne phase. Sorry. So that's one way to know that your body is getting better. I wrote, the body is trying to heal itself, so that means getting some bumps sometimes. So encourage a sweat, which can be found. Okay, so I'm going to put this in my PDF. That's why this is kind of all jumbled. It'll be found in How to Aid the Body in Detox in my PDF. But let's talk about using antiperspirant. It is so counterintuitive to what we're doing here because our body's trying to release toxins and boom, we're putting them right in. Aluminum, you want heavy metals? Here. You want toxins? Here. Let's put the chemicals right into our lymph nodes. No, my goodness, you guys. If you have not tried using non-toxic ones, do it. I love the Native brand. It is expensive. Or you could use limes, a little piece of lime. And I'm not kidding when I say you do not smell, after putting a lime on, you do not smell. Like, you just don't. I don't know what it is. I don't know the science behind it, but it's amazing. And you should 3,000,000,000% try it. So the last thing we want to do is clog our drainage ways. And again, that's by putting lotions, deodorants, perfumes, chemicals, all these kind of things on it. If you would not eat it, don't put it on your skin. So put a nice coconut oil on your skin or something. Make your own with beeswax. Like, they have tons of recipes. I always just put coconut oil on my skin to hydrate it. I put limes in my armpits, and sometimes I use the Native. Nothing with chemicals. Make sure it doesn't have aluminum. That's something we don't want. Now, this doesn't really have to do with this, but taking diatomaceous earth is something I highly suggest because it grabs onto the heavy metals and toxins. It really does. It's a great binder. For people that have severe reactions on parasite cleanses, I always say take diatomaceous earth with something like bentonite clay or activated charcoal, because diatomaceous earth goes in and it grabs it and it starts moving everything around. It doesn't necessarily pull it out. So when in conjunction with bentonite clay or activated charcoal, it moves everything around over here with diatomaceous earth. These come and grab it and help rip it out, which is awesome. But diatomaceous earth is honestly such a great supplement, I guess we could call it. It's not really a supplement, but that is something that is great to take. Yeah, you guys, you just make sure that you are treating your bodies as best as you can. Try to stay away from the toxins and the chemicals, and the biggest thing is not putting them on our skin, okay? Because our skin, again, is an organ. So while it tries to release things, it absorbs things through it. Oh, I'm sorry. So that is where we are with that. I hope this was very beneficial and helpful, and my PDF will be coming out very soon. I am almost done, and then I have to send it off to a holistic practitioner and then make it zhuzh it up a bit, make it look really pretty. All of my socials are down below if you'd like to follow me anywhere, and all of my Amazon storefront is down below with all my detox must-haves and herbs, and then my Facebook Parasite group is there too. Have a beautiful day. Bye.